Hello, eighth period. This is Mr. Routhier coming at you on Saturday morning with some shout outs. I miss you, and I didn't get enough chances to connect with you this week because I didn't run any of the lessons. So I figured I'd make this video to let you know how proud I am of you and all the great work you're doing, even as remote learning goes into its sixth week. Okay? I got some specific shout outs and some teaching about China. First of all, a lot of our kids have wonderful grades and are producing really good work. This is Jose Lopez, that goofball who I couldn't get to pay attention in class, has a 100 in the class. In this example, you can see Jose talking about Mao and how Mao used propaganda and loaded language to get excitement from the peasants. Like I said, Jose has a 100 in the class. Okay, nice job, Jose. Jose's friend Dalen Jones is bodying the work. He never has to be asked twice to do anything. Dalen is really learning a lot of history and showing his interest and being thorough in his efforts. Here you see his discussion of Mao and Mao's leadership in China. Dalen also has a 100 in Global History 2 this quarter. Brittany De La Rosa is doing wonderful work, never has to be asked twice to do anything, and is really putting the topics together. Here you can see Brittany comparing Mao to Stalin. She uses vocab like Holodomor to talk about Stalin's famine, and the Great Leap Forward to talk about Mao. Brittany has a 100 in Global History 2 this quarter. And some other amazing superstars. Leilani Amarante is doing wonderful work while in quarantine. Here you can see she had a perfect week. All the ed puzzles and her complete student journal. Here you can see her amazing comparison between Mao and Stalin. Leilani has a 90 for the quarter. She is totally crushing it and proud of her work. Okay, overall, you guys look marvelous. We got 6 kids with 100, a bunch of others with 97s, 99s. Okay, if Julissa can get her student journal in, she might get her grade back to a 100. I'm very proud of the work. Okay, you're showing motivation and we're learning, and there's a lot to look forward to. We're going to Africa this week, Israel next week, and learning about how our world came to be. Just one thing that I think could use some more explanation from reading the journals: modern China, okay? So this cartoon really sums up modern China today. This is Deng, the leader after Mao, and Deng changed China from Mao. Deng wasn't a complete communist. He was only a communist in government, but not in economics. So we see here that China is ruled by a communist government, but people have freedom to get rich. So is there voting in China? No. Can you criticize the government in China? No. Is there propaganda in China? Yes. Okay, there's no Google, there's no Facebook, there's not a lot of political freedom in China. But economically, getting that money, you can get rich in China. That's a free market. And what this cartoon is saying is that, can China balance those two things? Can you be politically oppressive but economically free? So far, China's doing pretty well with that balance. But if the economy goes south, things might change. Okay, so that's a little story of China today, and I'm happy to talk more about that with all of you. Lots of love. I miss you. Stay safe, stay healthy. You are really motivating and inspiring in keeping up with your school efforts despite the coronavirus. I'm proud of you. Okay, happy to be with you on this journey. Lots of love.